Hi everyone, coming soon. It's fall. You know, I've been talking about it. Well, I decided. I just couldn't wait. I'm getting a big head start on the season, and I started decorating. I'm not all the way finished, but I got a good start on it. Of course, I'll save the outside until at least September rolls around. But it was fun to decorate because this is my new home, and so it's old things finding new places. Hope you'll enjoy the tour.
Thanks for stopping in. It's late and I'm exhausted. Let me just start off by saying that I'm going to take you on a little tour of some of my fall decorating that I have done so far. I would say I'm pretty much done with decorating. I probably am 90% done. I still have some decorating that I will do out on my front porch and with my front door, and but I won't do that until September rolls around. But I decided I was going to get a head start on fall decorating. I've been talking about it, I know, for well over a week, and I'm excited for fall because I love fall. Yes, it's still in the 90s here, but I pretend like it's not. Today was one of those days where I pretended that it wasn't. It was very stormy, very rainy, but very humid because of all of that storm and rain, and it still made it to about, I think, 89 here. And forecast looks like it's just going to be 90 again for the next 3 or 4 days. But then they said, the nights are supposed to cool down. So, hey, rah rah, I'm ready for it. But anyways, who says you can't be a girl boss just because you work at home? I think you can be a girl boss right from home. And that's what I was today. I was boss. And I got a whole lot done. I mean, I started early this morning at 6 or 6:30, and I don't think I actually stopped until probably the time I went to get into the shower. So it was a good productive day. So what I am going to do is take you just on a little mini tour of some of the decorating that I have done so far with some of my fall items. And it was really fun for me because last year I missed a lot of the holidays because of our move, so everything had to stay boxed up, and I couldn't get my cute stuff out, and I missed it. I missed it a lot. And so since fall is one of my favorite seasons, it was just so fun to go through all of my bins and get my stuff out. And I have a few pieces that I still have up here, like where are of those particular pieces. I haven't come across them yet, but I think I have one more bin that I need to get into, because up here, like I said, I've got some items that, oh, where's this or where's that? And so I'm going to be on a hunt for it. But anyways, the little bit of decorating that I did do around the house, I thought just came so cute and comfy and cozy. I'm tired. So this girl boss had a very busy day, and but I'm very happy that I have this big start on the fall season this year, and just with decorations, and they make me happy. I just like looking at them. It's just a warm and cozy time of year that I love, and uh, so I hope you'll stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about anything that I'm showing you, I'll try to answer your questions. I've had some of my things for a long time. Certain things I remember where they came from, but you know how you accumulate over the year. And I have a couple of new things that I bought this year. Not a lot, because I sure have enough and I don't need any more. But I'm in search of my little battery operated twinkly lights. I have a set that are orange, and they're real pretty. They're a mix of kind of a white and an orange, and I'm looking for those because I seem to have misplaced those. But stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello, everyone. Well, I was really serious when I said I wanted to get ready for fall early this year because I missed it last year. So I just thought I would take you on my little mini tour of how I started decorating for fall. I'm mostly finished, have a few little finishing touches to do, but I thought, you know what, I think I'll show you. And I'm going to start right here in this little alcove area. These are my sweet little baby bears that I have in a basket, and they're all my fall little babies. They just have little sweaters on. This one has a sweater with a little acorn and just this cute little baby bear with orange on it, and I just thought they look so cute to come out seasonally. And down below I just have a couple of little pumpkins and a favorite little pillow that says give thanks for a little and you will find a lot. And I thought that was really a sweet little pillow. I've had that for a number of years. And just some little paper mache pumpkins and glass. And on these particular fake little leaves, I just put them out for color. And then I drizzle a little bit of seasonal oil on them because just like a potpourri scent, it makes it really nice. And right here I just have this little table, and I have an old Bath and Body candle, pumpkin pie, and I put this little potpourri that I bought at some little specialty shop several years ago, and again I just redrop the oils in them and just freshen it up so that when you walk by you kind of get that little scent of fall. And on my table here I just have one of my Longaberger baskets with just some a battery operated candle, which I really love because they go on and off on their own. And I just stuck some little again paper mache little pumpkins, and I've had all of these things for just such a number of years, but I just think it makes for such a pretty fall centerpiece. And on my chairs a couple of my favorite little pillows just to decorate a little bit. And this is just a view of my living room. I think I stepped on a little hard noggin that my doggy put there. And this is my above my fireplace hearth. It was kind of hard this year to decorate because the TV is mounted on the wall up there, and there's not a whole lot of space between the top of the fireplace ledge and the TV, but I think these all worked out really cute. And I do have a small skinny pair of twinkling lights that are battery operated that I am still in the midst of looking for, but just some of my favorite little garland and pumpkins, and I just thought it looked really cute up there. And then down below I just have a few more just little pumpkins with the colors out. Not a whole lot, just a little. And again, I get these silk flowers that I keep from year to year. I cut the stems off. I just like the big roundness and the color of them. And then I go ahead and put some oils on them, some potpourri oils. And because my granddaughter's here a lot, I have a lot of her toys still out. And this is one of my favorite tables. This particular table has been in our family since before I was born. It belonged to my mom and dad. It was their living room table, end table, side table. I just have always loved it, and I always told my dad that, you know, I want that table. And so I believe it's the wood. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's pecan. And I know my brother at one point sanded it and refinished it, and it's just such a beautiful table, and I love it, and I love the way it looks, and it sits here next to one of my mom and dad's chairs that also they had in their home when I was growing up. So you know, this chair and the footstool and the table are well over 50 years old, and you can see that it's really a very old design, and they just had it reupholstered in the leather years ago. But when I was growing up, it had upholstery, that heavy upholstery on it. But it's my favorite chair and stool alongside that table, which came from my parents' house, and I just love it. And this is a pillow that I just bought this year at Big Lots, and I love it. It said fall is in the air, leaves, apple cider, be thankful. It says corn, pumpkin, turkey, food, friends, family. I just loved it, and it's a really soft pillow, and I liked it because it kind of the coloring on it had that little bit of gold and green and kind of a little bit of gray, and I thought that was just really a pretty addition. And this is just not a whole lot here because this is pretty much where we are at night, and don't want to put a whole lot of rigmarole out because, you know, I do have my my granddaughter with me a lot. And this is just one of my end tables next to my rocker, and I just put this little quilt that I bought at a quilt store years ago, and just a little splash of orange. And this is a little quilt piece that I made and hand stitched several years ago. I'm not a great quilter, but I do like to dabble a little bit. And here, just a little pretty little they're just beads, and they're just, you know, some are gray, some are orange, and it's just a cute little fall spread. And then some more little harvest time, TYME, and a pillow that says harvest blessing. And then on top of my pie safe, I have just a little assortment of these little fall pumpkins. And this is a picture that I took several years ago. I actually made that picture. I put a black backdrop on top of my dryer, and this was a harvest. You know, I haven't come across this yet. I do have it, and normally when I put this picture up, I put that little harvest jug next to it, but I haven't come across it. I have one more bin that I haven't gotten into, and I think that's got my glass in it. But I just kind of took a picture, I put a black drop on my washer one year and just wanted to get this cute little harvest picture, and then I just kind of stuck these little leaves on it, and I put it out every year. And I have lit my favorite fall candle, and that's from Nest, and it's pumpkin chai, and that's what I had left over from last year, and it still smells yummy, but I have a new one on order because I love that candle. And then I just put a give thanks little sign up there with a little flower, but I think that it just kind of makes that area, gives it a little spark of fall. And then in my corner over here, I just have my lamp and a little round basket next to my basket tree, and then my kitchen table. This is a big gray hammered tray that I use all year round, and I seasonally change out what I put in it. And now I have my fall potpourri and these twine balls, and just an assortment of different potpourris that I've collected over the last few years. And what I do is I just freshen them up with potpourri oil, and it just always smells so good when you're, walking by. And this is a little scarf that I'm not quite sure where I purchased this. I think I got this in Shipshewana, Indiana, several years ago. And this is my pie safe, and my pie safe just basically has my Thanksgiving people out, and I know it's autumn that we're coming into, but I also put out some of my Thanksgiving stuff now because I love it so much and I want to enjoy it. And I have this little wooden turkey, and I know exactly where that turkey's hat is because I found it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this thing came loose, and now I have to go put it on, re-glue it. And this is just a turkey on a pumpkin that I bought several years ago. And now this, I love this. I bought this at a store in Illinois that is no longer open. It was called Farmer's Daughter, and they had the neatest little knickknacks or tchotchkes, and I just love this pilgrim with this turkey, and I've had that for quite a while. And then my little turkey set here, and I'm not sure, but I believe I got this at JoAnne Fabric several years ago, and I thought it was so neat. Now I want to show you these leaves here. These are real leaves, and I picked these leaves up in Illinois, where I used to live, many years ago, and I waxed them. And if you're wondering how I keep them to stay in such good shape, what I do is I take parchment paper and I just slip each leaf on top of a parchment paper, so the parchment paper totally covers the leaves, and they have stayed for years. And I know I've done these leaves probably, oh gosh, I probably did this 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, or even longer. And I even sent some to my best friend in Texas because she doesn't get a lot of, there wasn't a lot of fall color there. And so I just spent a few days one day collecting leaves and ironing waxing them with wax paper, and they just have stayed and have lasted, and I've just taken good care of them, and I love to display them. I just think it looks so pretty. And then up here I kind of did the cheesy thing, I guess, and the fake silk flowers, but just to get some color. And here on my kitchen, I just have this little round ring with bells on it, but it's got the colors of fall and little leaves, and I just put my little lamp on there. And this is my biscotti jar, and I just threw some fake little pumpkins and apples and sunflower decos in there just to add that little bit of orange. Oh, sorry, I still have my supper pan out. And over here, another little garland with little beads of orange on it, and then of course my fresh baked pumpkin pie sign that I purchased at Big Lots this year. So I didn't really get a whole lot new this year because I have a lot of fall decos, and I think it's coming together nicely. Now and let me show you this. Mrs. Myers. This is the pumpkin scent dish soap, and it smells yummy. And this is the ginger pear soap that I told you I purchased at Big Lots. That is really nice. So, and then I'll kind of take you down. This is just a little alcove. This is an area right now that I just keep my formal dining set table chairs in here because when we moved, this house doesn't have a formal dining room, but I'm not sure yet if I will be selling this and, doing this area differently as a little more of a study, but I love my set. This is an Amish table with a scalloped edge around it, as you can see here. And these tables are just kind of hard to come by here, and I love it. And I just think it suits the purpose, and it still looks nice because I have an open concept, as you can see. And then down my very long, lengthy hallway, I'll kind of show you here. I have this little alcove here, which leads out to the garage, but I have this little bookshelf is what it is. It's a shelf made with some chicken wire here that my husband made for me on my 40th birthday, and I just love it. I had him paint it up. If you can see the whole thing, it's really, really a cute, adorable shelf, and I just love it. So I have it here. It fit perfect in this little alcove, and again, I have a basket full of potpourri and freshened it up with some potpourri oil and just this little pumpkin drop cloth or tea towel. And here is my long front door hallway, and this is my table that's here in the hallway, and I just put a few decos out here. And this is new this year, this silver pumpkin that I bought at Hobby Lobby with this one that says give thanks. And this is one of those JoAnne, this was a gift. It's called sugared birch, and this is from Target, but it looks so pretty with this table. And I don't have a whole lot here. I have a little Thanksgiving sign there, and that's pretty much it for my decorating so far. And I don't normally go crazy in the bathrooms. I usually just do some scented fall hand soaps and maybe a little hand towel, but I don't usually go too crazy in the bathrooms and bedrooms because I don't really want to take all that down. But I do have another bin, and I know I have the little jug, the little harvest jug that I put in front of that picture. So there's a few things that, because last year I did not get a chance to put out my decos, and I miss them. And as I'm thinking about things, I think, oh, I wonder where that's at. So I do have, here it is. I'm going to show you this. I put it up there because I knew it came off. It's this little pilgrim hat, and this little pilgrim hat has to get re-glued on my turkey's head. And look at that. Isn't it adorable? So I do have a lot of older tchotchkes, knickknacks that I've had for quite a while. And then as we approach Thanksgiving, then I will add my bigger pilgrim pieces that I have and some other specific for Thanksgiving pieces as we get closer to that season. But I just thought this all came pretty cute, and I was just excited to get my seasonal decos out because, like I said, I missed out on it last year, and I really missed it. And let me tell you, the house just feels cozy, smells cozy, and I'm ready. I'm very much ready for fall. And I'll just show you this. This is some ribbon that I picked up at, I believe, Sam's last year, because yeah, it says Kirkland signature, and I'm going to add this particular, oh, I'm not even showing you, this particular ribbon is so pretty, to the wreath that I'll be putting up on the door, but I'm going to wait a couple of more weeks. I just need to refreshen the bow, but most everything has been decos that I have accumulated over the years, and you know, this year I noticed there was a lot of different seasonal colorings, but I think I'm more along the lines of the traditions where I love the burnt oranges and the browns and that type. So I just know I have a couple of battery operated little mini lights, and I like to string them like along on top of the fireplace because it gives it a little bit of light, and I just have to find them. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour and just sharing with you some of my cute little fall decos. I know I haven't done a tour of my house yet because I'm still in the process of trying to get my house put together. This is just a typical example of a bookshelf, and this bookshelf is not put together. It's just stuff taken out of boxes and put there so that I could get rid of the boxes, but I do have to go through all of this. And so I'm pretty happy with the way everything's coming out. I think it looks cozy and comfy, and it sure smells good. Hope you enjoyed this.